Alright, so I got my Mr. Beer here. Okay, we're done with the boil. I'm gonna let this guy boil for 15 minutes. But the reason why I brought you down here, this is my stuff from last. I'm gonna try a pound of oats here. I'm gonna toast those guys in the oven. Just got done cleaning up in the basement. Down here you can see we got my stout. Got the mash tun here, so you can see I already got the ball valve in, and I got the false bottom in. Now while I'm starting in the bathroom here is I'm going to fill this up with a gallon jug of water until we penetrate this. That's going to tell me what my little bit of dead space is going to be. And that'll help me out to see what's underneath. And then from what I was told, what I need to do is take this guy and fill it up with my mash water after it reaches the top of here, because you have your grain sitting on here, and that'll kind of give me a place where I can maybe put the thermometer in about the middle of it. So I'll get a couple gallons of water in there and see how far we go. Alright guys, I got hot water in there. But you can see I'm kind of just barely covering the top. That's right at 2 gallons. It's kind of convenient. So that's going to be about the amount of my dead space that I'm going to have, minus the tubing. In terms of the silicone tubing coming out of there, into the pump, out of the pump, and then through that 50-foot coil. So I'm also probably going to have to figure that up as well whenever I mash. But at least this way I got a good start. I know 2 gallons that are going to be in here. This is probably going to be a bulk of it. If I had to guess, my other part's going to be 3 gallons. Is what I'm gonna need, or not 3 gallons. It'll bring it up to 3 gallons. I could see using enough tubing and enough everything for 1 gallon, but I'll figure that out too as well. It's all part of learning the system. But the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this up with what I usually mash with for a 10-gallon batch. It just kind of depends on the amount. I'm gonna go through my notes. I believe it's usually about 5 gallons of water. I'll have to check that, and I'll fill that up and be back. Okay guys, I took the water and filled it up to about the 7-gallon mark. This guy needs a soaking with PVW. It's got some beer stone in it. When I got it up to 7-gallon mark, she was about up to there. That includes 5 gallons on top of that 2 gallons that I had earlier. So I'm going to take my thermometer. See if I can find that bad boy real quick. I'm going to try to hit maybe in the middle of that, maybe to the upper side of it. Because you got to think I'm going to have grains in there as well. So, I don't know. I might just go a little bit below it. And that way I'm safe. And that way I'll be safe too if I do a smaller batch. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I'll get to drilling. Two, whenever you're drilling through stainless steel, it's going to use a little bit of oil on there to keep that bit nice and cool. That way it doesn't wear down and dull up on me. Cheers. Okay guys, I got the thermometer in here. I got the thermometer wrapped with Teflon tape. Got the hole in there. Filed it down so there's no rough edges. That's just going to slide in there like so. So that's what's included in the kit. That goes on the outside. The rubber, the silicone deal goes on the outside. Slides over. You have your washer, it goes over that. Makes a nice fit. And that guy slides in like so. Nut goes in the back. You tighten it up. Rotate it around. That's how she's gonna look. I'll be back. We got the thermometer installed. Really makes those kettles look nice. Makes it look like a professional kettle. If we're going for looks. I'm just hoping that they read correctly and they work right for me. That's what I'm hoping. So, next thing is bulkhead, coupling, and then the side chute to shoot out. It's going to go up here. Put it right there maybe. Well, we can rotate the mash so it goes around and circulates that mash so it stays constant temperature. So I'll be back when I get that done. Cheers. Got the side port put on. Fill it up with some PBW, use some oil. Everything needs to be cleaned off. It's nipple, coupler, ball valve, not ball valve, bulkhead. And I got this little side port here. And I don't know if I can demonstrate it here. You get some pores coming out of this pump. So I'll start recirculating that a little bit for me. Now if I ever did need to, I could add on some tubing or something like that. And just get some good circulation going on there. Granted, that's not going to be perfect, but we'll try. Trial run a couple times and then we'll see how it goes. Cheers.